Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Joe from the Beer Patrol. Thank you so much, Joe. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check out his channel. As I usually say, if you watch me, you probably already watch him. He is on a hiatus. He will be coming back. But anyway, thanks a lot, Joe. I really appreciate it, man. It's another Froth Liquid Lollipop. Well, in their series, Liquid Lollipop. And if you aren't aware, I'm doing a theme week this week. All adjuncted beers, they have to have 3 or more adjuncts, and this one easily surpasses that. It's a triple fruited sour ale, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, fluff, coconut. So there's 6 adjuncts in this, so definitely at least 3. 6.5% ABV. I've had a bunch in this series because of Joe, and I love them. And again, we can certainly talk about if these are beer or not, and that's interesting. It is a nice change of pace. My man Max put it that way in a comment. He said, you know, like, he said a lot of things, but the thing that relates to this anyway is, yeah, sometimes really people who drink different styles of beer and like different styles of beer, myself included, it's a nice change of pace. It's definitely a nice, and I would add, delicious change of pace. Let's get into it. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to give you a lot of head. All right, so strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, fluff, coconut. I mean, looking at it, it's making my glass dirty, -1 point. Actually, there's a little bit of a reddish pink head. You see some pectin sticking to side glass already. Not a lot of head, and I didn't think there would be much. But it definitely does look like a smoothie or like a, you know, in your blender. Typically, if I'm blending berries, it's to make a smoothie, so that's where my mind goes. It does look like you bought a bag of frozen berry, you know, variety of berries, assorted berries, blended it up. I mean, that's the color that is. So yeah, I'm not particularly surprised by the color. Let's see about the aroma. I actually get a decent amount of coconut. I figured with, and I don't know the ratio of things that they put in, I was thinking I was going to get a berry explosion first, but actually that coconut is fighting its way, and it's really nice with the fruity element that's there. That coconut is super refreshing. I kind of expected this to be super jammy and then maybe fighting for some coconut, but no, that is not the case. I'm finally getting some of that jamminess. It's pretty sweet too. Like it's not letting on a lot of, you know, tart or sour characteristics. I think this is one of those beers, if you were doing it blind, you wouldn't think when you tasted it was going to be sour, but like, I mean, I know it's going to be, but like, yeah, based on the aroma, I mean, there's so much sweetness. There's also like this vanilla thing. I don't know if they do lactose in these beers or not. It's not labeled, so could be the fluff, I guess. But yeah, it has a nice vanilla note. Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be nice to have a little bit more like of the berries, just because I have so many different berries and I love berries. But I bet it'll come across in the taste. There's only one way to find out. Cheers. Thanks again, Joe. Now it tastes what I want it to taste like. Yeah. You do get that awesome sour and tart thing going. You do get a lot of the berry. It's a pretty good mix of the berries. Like, again, you know, trying to think when I do these reviews, you know, going in as blind as possible. I can't hear because I know exactly what's in it. But like, if I was doing this beer blind, I probably wouldn't be able to pinpoint a fruit or a berry. I mean, it's very much berry. Probably because of the tartness, I would say blackberry and or raspberry, just because that's with the base beer and the berryness, that's where my mind would go. But like the fact that it's all 4, you know, and again, I know that all 4 are there, but I could see, you know, maybe moments that were, oh, that's strawberry or whatever. But it's definitely like a nice berry medley with that tartness, so it's leaning, in my opinion anyway, a little bit. And strawberries can be that way. Blueberries, for me, it's very rare that I get a tartness. It's very much that raspberry blackberry thing. The coconut that I was dwelling on in the aroma, definitely not a dominant taste. It's funny, now that I've had some, I'm getting a little bit more of the berry and the aroma. The coconut is there. It's just, it was a misdirection, a mislead from the aroma, but it's actually kind of nice. I don't think I would get palate fatigue if this was just the berry, but it might be a little boring of a beer. Indiscriminate, unidentifiable berry characteristics, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's delicious. Might get a little old to review or talk about. So now it has that coconut thing too, adding another layer, some more depth to it, making it a little bit more interesting to drink, that's for sure. That vanilla thing, I was getting aroma that I thought maybe was the fluff or lactose. Again, I don't know if these are lactose or not. I'm not getting that really in the taste at all. There is some sweetness to it. It could be from the fruit. It could be from the fluff. So that's hard to say. But I really like this. And again, I think that coconut is the hero here. And again, not that I think this beer would be delicious without the coconut, just so we're crystal clear. This beer is phenomenal. But I think that coconut is adding a needed layer of depth. I'm thinking of like cuisine and when you're cooking and like there might be something good, but then you put a little bit of salt or pepper, whatever spice, and it's like, oh yeah, that is making this even better. It was already good, you know, and so it's kind of like that thing. This would be good without it, but I think it's taking it up a notch. Thanks again, Joy. I really appreciate it. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had anything else from Froth? Are you enjoying Adjunct Week? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.